Today I'm on the Ohio. Nothing unusual about that, but today I'm downriver about 300 or 400 miles from where I normally hunt. So I'd take a little venture, check out some new areas. You'll notice got my bandana on, my neck shade. It's going to be 92 today and it's already hot, so going to be a hot one. But I'm having a good time down here, just exploring some new territory. Not something I'm going to do all the time, but occasionally it's nice to see some new scenery. So we're going to get to looking and see what we can find. I'm just amazed at all of the fire rock and flakes. It's just not normal upriver where I usually hunt. There's just so many flakes, you can't look at them all. I'm kind of gathering up a couple of nice ones just because I gotta find a little bit of hornstone up where I hunt, but not the amount that I'm seeing here. Of course, it's Indiana hornstone, so they're closer to the source. So I just thought I'd gather me some samples of it while I'm down here. If you look close, everywhere you look, flakes. Not seeing much other material. It's pretty much all hornstone. Trying to pick up a few big examples, just to kind of keep a little collection of the different types of chert, different types of material that they used. And it looks a little different there. Yeah. I don't know if it's a variation of hornstone or a different chert altogether. It's going home with me. I'll look it up when I get back. Let's walk down here to the water's edge. And I know these areas get pounded hard. So there's a nice little preform. Yeah, we'll take it. Anyway, this area gets pounded hard, so go have to get lucky and find a spot where nobody's been, or find a point or so that they missed. But seeing this much debitage laying around, I've got some hope there's still stuff to be found. Don't think I could have found it all. Picked up this tip just now. I'm used to just grabbing these flakes, and I didn't pay too much attention to it, but it's just a tip. Would have been a decent sized point if it had been whole. Hopped over to the other side of the river. This spot's pretty well loaded with fire rock and flakes. This flake, here's a lot of flakes in here, but this one looks broken here. So let's go ahead and pull it and see what we got. Yeah, another tip of a point. Keep that up, maybe I'll find a complete point. But I'm still just amazed at all the flakes that's laying in around here. I guess that's normal for this area, but I'm just not used to seeing it where I hunt. Is that got working on it? Yep. Kind of a small piece near the cortex of the stone, but it looks like it's been worked. I just picked up a nice midsection. It's broken off both ends. Definitely see working on the edges. That's a nice little midsection. And this piece here looks like it could be a scraper, just laying out. Yeah, look how well worked that is. Got a little break here on the base, but it's definitely a scraper. That's a nice little find. Still looking for that whole point though. But I'm finding tracks on every beach, so any whole point laying out easy to see is more than likely going to have been found. Need to get here after high water recedes. And at this point it's been down for a little while. But that's alright, I might have missed one. Kind of working my way back at this point. I went up about 13 miles up the river and coming back down now. I believe that's a piece of pottery right there. Better than nothing, so pick it up, rinse it off here. Yep, that is a piece of pottery. Is that another one, maybe? No, it's just a stick. Yeah, not seeing a whole lot in this spot this morning, but that's the only way to find out, is to hit the spots and see. Is that a big piece of pottery? I believe it is. Big compared to what I usually find. That might be another one right there. Yeah, there's 3 pieces of pottery. Better than nothing. We'll take it. Looks like a piece of kayak, almost looked like it was worked into something on that edge, but I'd say it's just a flake. I just pulled up on this beach, tied up the boat, and started to walk, and look right there. Finally got a whole point. See that triangle right there? It's too big to be a Madison. It looks like it might be a Fort Ancient point. That's pretty material. Sweet, my first whole point of the trip. I found 6 brooks yesterday. Finally got a good one. Finding quite a few pottery shards, and that goes along with the Fort Ancient period or culture. Kind of expect to find those two together. Made it back from a trip down the Ohio, and here's some of the finds. Best find was the triangle. Super thin, no breaks on it. Really nice material. A couple other broken pieces, a couple tips, some midsection, some tips. Scraper and a preform. Some pottery. It's a rim shard. You can see rim on those 3 pieces. The rest of them are just average pottery shards. Some of them are kind of neat. You can see the little flakes in this one. Those are flakes of hornstone. A lot of times if they use shells, ground up clam shells or some kind of shells, the calcium erodes out and you'll just see holes where the shards were. But they temper pottery with that to make it stronger, just like you put rocks in concrete. So it's kind of neat. Not bad for a trip to a new area. Really didn't know where I was going, just went down there and did some looking. Like to make it back sometime, but it's a little bit of a drive, so it won't be very often I go. Try to time it after a good rain or after floodwaters recede next time I go. That'll wrap it up. Thanks for watching, folks. Please like and subscribe.